UK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, well, maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Looking good so far.
Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Looking at the scoreboard now, and this player is currently in top spot with Ricky Fowler in second.
The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their second.
You like that, didn't you? After a very consistent run of play over the last half a dozen starts or so, Rich, this player's coming with a whole heap of confidence, and they look to me to be one of the players to beat. Do you agree?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
This for back-to-back birdies.
That's disappointing. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
It's half a chance of being holed, this one. And in it goes for the par. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. There are so many stunning golf holes on this entire property. And this third, the par 3 downhill, certainly one of the elite holes on the course.
It might be stunning to look at, but it is painful. Can be extremely painful to play. Downhill all the way. When they tuck the pin over on the left-hand side, forget about it. Never hit it there. Only when the pin is on the center or the right part of the green should you be taking dead aim. Other than that, center of the green all day long.
It's got a chance.
And with that, she's going to extend her lead on the field.
Fantastic start right out of the gates.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance of knocking it on this green in two. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order, but after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
Ooh. 3 feet to go here to the hole. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back towards you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side.
That should set up another chance.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Setting up this putt 19 feet from the cup.
Oh, get in. Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. Leading by 5 shots after that. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 sixth, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in two. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Rich, we know these days with the Pga Tour, the wraparound schedule, the tour begins in the fall, but really it's felt at the start of any new year that every time you come to Torrey Pines, the big stars come out to play. It feels like the authentic start to the season.
It certainly does that, and I think that the big-name players, the accomplished players, love coming here to Torrey Pines because it's going to give them a gauge of exactly where their game is at and what they need to work on, because you can't go around either the north or the south course and geek it around. You have to be on your game. You have to drive the ball well, your iron play has to be spot on, and your short game better be sharp, because if not, you're going to shoot a million. Both of these golf courses very challenging, but they're fair, and I think that's what the players love about it. If you're in a good zone mentally and everything is going well physically, you can produce a 64 or 65. But if you're hitting it poorly and you're not thinking squarely, I'm telling you what, 77s and 78s come into the equation real quick.
Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. And this shot from about 150 yards out.
chosen the pitching wedge here.
This one heading towards the green. That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Get excited. This could go in.
And now over to Tony Finau.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Looking really good, this one.
Just a couple of inches away from finding that one. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots.
We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Get the fist pump ready. This looks like it's going in.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back.
Yep, I don't blame you. I'd want to take another look at that one as well. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Oh, that almost went in. And this one will be for bogey.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap.
The par 5 9th is a monster, over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
The lies aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough. Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Oh, this is sitting pretty. I might have to check to see if they teed this up. It's so nice.
Oh, from one bunker to another. That's got to hurt. Here's Ricky Fowler from earlier. Let's get back to it, shall we? From the sand, looking to get up and down.
An opportunity to make a par here.
Come on, don't be shy.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This will be a good bogey.
Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, after 9, so far, so good. It's great to see these 2 players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Second shot here at the 10th. Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
And the putt will go. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
Ooh, you like me and thought that had a chance? And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. We head to the 12th hole. This par 4 is as big and as strong and as tough as you find anywhere on the PGA Tour.
This is about as tough a hole as you're going to find anywhere on the planet. Prevailing wind coming right back into the players. You just have to step up and hit a solid tee shot to find the fairway. From there, you're going in with a mid to long iron, sometimes even a hybrid, to a green that sits just above you. Not a ton of movement, but enough from back right to front left to make you think.
And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Tracking. And down she goes. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. At -2, going along nicely today. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. 5 wins so far this season. That's not what she wanted. Getting ready to play their third. She's played that one nicely. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And with that, she'll move to 3 under par. She's currently in first position. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Well, that's a handy shot from about 200 yards out.
That one should find the surface.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
And back to the course with the live action. This putt will move them to 3 under par.
Looking better.
That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. And this one might need to get down a little. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Oh, so close. And this one is for her par.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look.
A quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first place, with Xander Schauffele in second.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Well, that's right out of the top drawer. A great shot from our leader.
Man, people usually don't go that far on vacation. What a drive.
That's a pretty handy shot. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. Lining up the birdie putt here.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Beautiful shot. And that will take her to 4 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. Well, the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
A chance for her to win the event here.
Ooh, right by the hole. All right, let's see if they can compose themselves and knock this one in to claim the title. Well, there you have it. There's your Farmers Insurance Open champion, and a great performance on a really tough track.
What a victory on this South golf course. This player winning the Farmers Insurance Open, surviving the South.
sometimes you've just got to stand and applaud. That was a performance for the ages.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time.